There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. This looks even more complex. Confringo! Lumos! Depulso! Lumos. Oh. Oh. Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Making this spin ought to raise that platform. That must be it. Lumos. Lumos. Depulso. Lumos. I need to bring moths to the door. Depulso. Lumos! Witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus. A dead Ashwinder. Better show this to Lodgok. There must be some sort of mechanism for this doorway. Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn, they got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
Castle. Must have been quite stately in its time.
Allow me to put you out of your misery.
Confringo!
Oh, I shall enjoy this.
There they are. The Ashwinders.
Slippery as a kelpie, they say you are. You will not survive this fight! No! Potato! Cynthia! You're going to regret that. You should never have come here. Expulso! Look what you've done! You paid for it! Expulso! Now, this has become personal. Expulso! Expulso!
Expelliarmus!
You come to the wrong place, child. You'll regret crossing my path.
Confringo!
Fine.
Expelliarmus!
What's that? Quite conductive, aren't we? Expulso!
That seems very reinforcing.
Repulsor! Confringo!
You died for that. Death from above!
Confringo! Repulsor!
That's more! Expulso! There'll be more of that. Now to finish the job. Expulso! Thought you could hide flash of inspiration.
Repulsor!
Expulso!
Confringo!
Expulso!
Might want to look Confringo! Repulsor! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Glacius! Repulsor! Confringo! Confringo! Repulsor! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Repulsor! Confringo! Revelio. That's it.
This is for Rookwood!
Ha! Another pitiful beast calling my...
Protego.
You will pay for your deeds.
Rise and
Repulsor.
Stand and fight me. I've seen you use Expelliarmus many times. Work on me.
Confringo!
I'm just warming up.
Depulso!
No one takes one! Serve your mistress!
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Ha! Nice try!
Depulso!
Use the brains of a troll, you projectile! I won't go down as easy!
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Depulso!
Projectile!
Expelliarmus!
Hardly a fair fight without a sword! Ha ha! Your spells are...
Who lived here, I wonder?
I hope you have your affairs in order.
Revelio! Protego! Depulso! Accio! Depulso! Expelliarmus! That wasn't too hard. Confringo! Depulso! Revelio. Confringo! Accio! Revelio. I wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done! This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile. Remarkable.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I am glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
When mentor and student path must be chosen.
another adventure, are we?
Confringo!
Revelio. Accio. Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
Revelio, a demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm a at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of 2 statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Ah, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Alohomora.
You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
How are your students getting along this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well.
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Wouldn't be so combative.
Hello, Hamora.
Wing on account of my venomous tentacular.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best, but the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
Huh. I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled. So, I suppose I should pay closer attention if there ever is one.
I suppose you should. Show yourself. Surely you have better things to do than risk detention by wandering where you shouldn't.
What are you up to now?
The faculty tower is off limits to students.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh goodness, you're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Oxmead, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night, thus I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
Your spirit
As I
guides are
mentioned,
trying
my
to
sister Anne
contact
misses
you.
Hogwarts.
I
She
can
hasn't been
sense
herself
them
lately.
all around.
I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favourites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Seems a pleasant enough little place. These rocks have seen better days. Expelliarmus! Glacius! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo! should investigate.
Oh, how I love a good puzzle.
Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do? Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Alan.
I feel as though you're not even trying. seen a sword like it. Grapple, you are.
Too late to learn the error of your ways. Right out of a storybook.
My mother used to say I would run.
Off on another adventure, are we?
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never! I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. He thinks he can help Anne, but nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you alright, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm alright. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cosy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realises the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologise for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realise. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from what's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honour to be a part of it. The Pulsar! Confringo! Agria! Confringo! The Pulsar! Just you wait till I'm on solid ground! Confringo! Ranrock won't be stopped!
The Pulsar! Place it! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Place it! Oh, you think you're so good as
I won't rest.
Confringo! Depulso!
Rubber up White's coming back this way. I won't rest. You've made your last mistake. You're really not very good at this, are you?
Depulso!
Someone
Glacius! Confringo!
You up!
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Depulso!
How nice of you to stop by.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Depulso! Confringo!
Stop avoiding me.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo!
You
Glacius! Depulso! Confringo!
Let's get this over with.
Confringo!
I won't rest until you're dead. One less human to worry about. Fight about one of the pumpkins.
Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
You're like a clown bumble.
Depulso! Glacius! Confringo! Depulso!
No, little moon calf. Far from home.
Confringo! Glacius! Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Depulso! Confringo! 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 Descendo! Confringo! Revelio! Descendo! Indo! Confringo! Confringo! Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Depulso! Confringo! 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 Depulsar!
Ringo!
Confringo! Confringo!
Levioso! Confringo! Levioso! Confringo!
Depulsar! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
I was only...
Protego! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Are you quite... Confringo!
Depulsar! Confringo! Protego! Depulsar!
Sendo!
Expelliarmus!
Rather unwise. This way.
Depulsar! Confringo!
How childish!
Stupefy!
Please, Miss
Glacius!
Oh!
Depulsar!
You are you are divine, my young friend! What an unfortunate disappointment!
Confringo!
You should have kept your distance.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Depulsar!
You're so very weak. I feel as though you're not even trying.
Protego!
White's rat this out longer than necessary.
Depulsar!
You're like a plum bumble beneath my feet.
Confringo!
No! I will make you pay.
Depulsar!
Expelliarmus! Shoes to shadow! I won't rest.
Depulsar! Confringo!
That was unimpressive.
Expelliarmus! Glacius!
Confringo!
There you are.
Who do you think you are?
Confringo!
How
Expelliarmus! Glacius!
Cover up White's coming back this way. Stop avoiding me!
Get away with that. Well, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
You've made your last mistake.
Is that it?
Expelliarmus! Depulsar!
I will make you. Just you wait till I'm on solid ground!
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest!
Glacius!
You are postponing it!
Depulse!
And you shoot!
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Depulse!
I will make you pay.
Potato!
Someone been taken out last week!
Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest.
Defendo!
Oh, that took too long.
Nice of you.
Are you quite finished? Let's go there. Why don't you come up here?
Let's get this over with. Rather unwise coming back this way.
Lucky, that's all.
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Put me down! What an unfortunate movement!
Oh, you think you're so clever.
When are you going to give up?
Expelliarmus! Glacius!
That was pitiful! No!
I will make you pay.
Confringo!
I won't rest until you're dead. How childish!
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
No!
Glacius! Confringo! Depulse! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
You've made your last mistake. Such arrogance.
Glacius! Depulse! Confringo!
Too slow.
Glacius!
One less human to worry about. Let's get it. Rather unwise coming back. You're weak, human.
Confringo!
Phoning the inevitable!
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo!
Hit it.
Depulso! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Confringo! Glacius!
Get away!
Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Depulso!
Poor little human. How nice of you to stop by. Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at Gringotts. I was only young, mind. Well, not like I'd fall out now. Lucky if I fit in one now. Who's that?
Depulso!
You don't know who you're playing with. Vegetables in ridiculous.
Confringo! Depulso!
Is that the best you can do?
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Depulso!
Are you quite finished? I'm afraid of heights! I won't rest.
Confringo!
You will suck.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Depulso!
Let's get this over with. Rather unwise coming back this way.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Depulso! Glacius! Depulso! Confringo! Depulso!
Release me!
Depulso! Confringo!
When are you going to give up?
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Depulso! Confringo!
You've made your last mistake. As if you can best the likes of me.
Depulso!
I will make you pay.
Expelliarmus! Glacius!
Let this serve as a warning to others too young to know better.
Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Depulso! Confringo! Potato!
I'm a goblin, not a toy! Why can't I hit you? You are postponing the inevitable!
Depulso!
What an
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Potato!
Showing off, are we?
Depulso! Glacius!
Let's get this.
Depulso! Expelliarmus!
Why stress this out longer than necessary? Lay down! I won't.
Expelliarmus! Depulso! Glacius! Confringo!
I will make you.
Depulso!
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Sendo!
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
Revelio. Revelio. Depulso. Depulso. Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Protego!
Just a very weak. I'll bury you in the deepest vault.
Depulso!
You won't get away with that.
You're not
Confringo!
down! You are moaning me in that.
Protego!
Won't get away.
Confringo! Depulso!
If only Ranrock were here to see this.
That was a grave mistake.
Stupefy! Confringo!
An utterly pitiful
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Depulso!
Are you quite finished?
Expelliarmus!
Barbara, I'm wise coming back this way.
I shall avenge your death.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Glacius! Leviosa! Confringo!
You won't get away with that.
Depulso! Accio! Confringo! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius!
You've made your last mistake.
Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego! Glacius! Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus! There you are! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest. One less human to worry about.
Glacius! Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Sando! Depulso! Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest.
Confringo!
Stop by.
Glacius! Depulso!
Get it over with. Rather unwise coming back this way.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Stop it!
Little moon calf, far from home,
Depulso! Confringo!
Was that your best?
Glacius!
I've been fighting since before you were born.
Depulso!
You gave me no choice.
You should...
Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Do you think this is funny?
Ranrock won't be stopped!
How childish! Someone thinks they can outlast me! You are postponing the inevitable!
Stupid one! Confringo! Depulso!
There!
Depulso!
Give up!
Depulso! Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus!
Rather unwise coming back this way. You don't know who you're playing with!
Depulso!
How childish! I was right not to be worried about you.
Expelliarmus!
I'm on solid ground! You are postponing the inevitable!
Depulso! Confringo! Glacius! Expelliarmus!
I won't rest until dead.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo! Depulso!
I won't rest.
Confringo!
You've made your last mistake. You're like a glum bumble beneath my feet. Such arrogance. You call that spellcasting? You almost had a lucky shot. Greg, come in here. You fight about as well as a pumpkin. There you are.
Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacius! Confringo!
Oh, you're so clever.
Confringo! Depulso! Confringo!
I'm a Glacius!
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Depulso! Expelliarmus!
One less human to worry about.
Confringo!
Seems your art, isn't it?
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Glacius!
I'm afraid of heights! You are postponing the inevitable. Vegetation does not belong in battle.
Depulso!
I hate this type.
Confringo!
How childish!
Glacius! Expelliarmus! Depulso!
Not quite. Your spells glance off of me. Easily diverted.
Glacius! Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
You can't stop us. You won't stop me.
Confringo!
Was that your best? That was meant for me. I've been fighting since before you were born.
Convulso!
Pity.
Casey! Expelliarmus!
I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelt smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone would be hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It sounds as if the loyalists attacked Anne without cause.
I wouldn't put it past them, but I'm convinced that they were trying to hide something. It may be grasping at billywhigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard.
Revelio!
Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists.
It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio! Revelio! Places! Confringo! Revelio! Revelio!
Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. the Keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the Keepers.
The Keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realise it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves Keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by Keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch Keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the Keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. A stairwell. Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the Keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Is it connected to our common room?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Sharp was in a mood the other day. Not a single student got their sleep.
If I could have a moment of your time.
The contents of every cauldron in the room.
What's this one about? Ah!
Deke. Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howland said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect! Deke loves an outing. That was a dark time in Deke's life. Deke found himself in service of the cruelest wizard he ever met. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh. It was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. Do cooperate, won't you?
You've got one!
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Nobody will miss one.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Revelio. Levioso. There. Not going to hurt you. I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Revelio. Now, Levioso. Lumos. Levioso. Professor Howard will never believe this. Lumos. Levioso. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a mooncalf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the mooncalves dancing. It's a marvellous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Expelliarmus! Glacius! Expelliarmus! Depulso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Accio! Depulso! Glacius! Confringo!
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before. There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide. What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them, let them see their new home. Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them. Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some. collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now. Came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
I've more to teach you about...
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Meet me near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark. Do not tell anyone.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Good work. Shall we move on?
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've...
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any and perform the altering spell to customize it. It warms my heart to see your interest in herbology, dear Blossom.
How many beasts you have here? believe how many beasts you have here.
Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using the altering spell. Your space might benefit from a bit of ambience. Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
It warms my heart to see your interest in herbology, dare I say, blossom.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie, as if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learnt a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me. Even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
that travel broadens the mind.
I only speak up in classes where the teacher doesn't the dark hat.
It's me, Gareth. Do you have a moment?
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realise. The Gaunts know this, better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't repeat it.
Very well. But do keep this between us. Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus Curse?
Crucio, correct? The Cruciatus Curse, also known as the Torture Curse, inflicts excruciating pain on the victim.
Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous. He was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Poor Susan in those second-hand robes.
you help me?
All I can say is, it's lucky the boys have their own
always look upon you as a trusted ally and friend. And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Hello! I don't believe we've met officially. I'm Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about. Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. Oh, good that did. How am I supposed to...
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I'd expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes, what is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
All right, I suppose I can go with you. I hope it's worth it.
It will be. Trust me, I have read practically everything there is to read about this. It should be brilliant. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Revelio, happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are... Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
Lumos, if you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected. More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh no, not this close to school, I mean. Lumos.
Look, there's a table. I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Amit. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon.
here.
Come on inside. Oh, watch yourself.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Whew. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
What do you have for sale?
Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Will be safe with me until they're sold. Then you'll have to make do with money. Such a wee bairn gieing a thrashing to a troll. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade. Revelio. Professor, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor?
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
A fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I had no idea. How awful.
Last I heard, he'd gone to Romania. As rumour would have it, he'd developed a sudden interest in dragons. One can only hope he found more happiness working with them than he did with Flora. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your Wigan trees.
What is the reason for these additional assignments, Professor?
They're meant to help you hone your magical skills outside of the classroom, thus preparing you to learn a new charm, Wingardium Leviosa. Before we plant the seed, we must till the soil. When you're finished with them, come and see me and we'll work on the charm together. I look forward to it.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping, notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last hour, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide.
It's never been this long. I just know something's happened.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio! Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. In fact, we're working together to try and rein in Ramrock.
Are you? I suspected you and he would get along. Perhaps best I don't know details of your plans. Then I shall refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stayed with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
These rocks have seen better days.
They come after me, they'll rest in 10 graves. One in... Stop right there! You may not move. I shall get that goblin elf back. So...
Confringo!
Stop sitting around like a billywig! Clever. I never...
Expelliarmus!
No!
Confringo! Protego!
Nothing more.
It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Shane Bardolph thought dark magic was the answer. I reckon Rookwood's played a hand in his disappearance.
Excuse me, did you say something about Bardolph Beaumont?
I did. I don't think we've met. I'm Dorothy Sprottle. I was just worrying about Claire Beaumont's brother Bardolph, only he's gone missing. Rumour is he was seen in the forest practicing dark magic. Saw him myself near some ruins with Rookwood's lot I did. I fear he got himself into trouble with the Ashwinders, especially if he made them a promise he couldn't keep. I'd help search for him myself, but no one will risk encountering Ranrock's loyalists. They seem to be everywhere.
I can certainly look out for him.
Any help would be appreciated. You might speak to Claire first. Perhaps she has some insights that I don't. I can tell you that Bardolph was last seen in the forest wearing a particular woolen jumper, one that Claire knitted herself. Claire will be at her shop if you'd like to speak with her.
Upper Hogsfield is being terrorised by Ranrock's loyalists. It's not right.
I couldn't help but overhear. Did you mention Ranrock's loyalists?
I did. Never imagined they'd act this deadly. I'm Claire Beaumont, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Ranrock and his followers have set up camp here. No regard for our beloved hamlet or our livelihoods. Ruthless. My brother Bardolph dared to stand up to them and ended up in St. Mungo's. I'm simply at my wit's end.
I'm unfortunately quite familiar with Ranrock's loyalists. Perhaps I can do something.
Much as I would love to be rid of them, I wouldn't want you to risk injury, or worse. Please be cautious. We should not have to live in fear. This is our home.
Tips in the hat, if you please.
It seems as though things are getting worse. Best be on my guard.
You will regret coming here. Full dead.
One of Ranrock's camps, exactly as Madame Beaumont described.
Wizards are running scared, as they should be. You haven't had mushroom stew like one. Wizards are running scared, as they should be.
Potato, stupefy.
What is happening? Mistake.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacial. Potato. Stupefy. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
Why can't I hit you?
Glacial.
Lucky, that's all.
Confringo. Potato.
Come on, Miss Bacon, how long? No!
Depulso.
Things to worry about. How nice of you to stop by. I'll bury you in the deepest spot. Why do you burn this out? Unnecessary.
Potato.
Get accustomed to that. You're no match for me.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
No. This is impossible. I won't rest until you're dead.
Potato. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
I will make you. I'll get
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Potato.
Showing off, are we?
Depulso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. You only have Ranrock to blame. One camp down, one more to go.
Such arrogance. Seems quiet. Too quiet, if you ask me.
Depulso. Expelliarmus! Glacier! Protego! Glacier! Depulso! Accio!
That student defeated our enchantment in the tower. You've been...
Are you sure you're not a...
No, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Depulso!
When are you going to give up? Are you quite
Confringo! Stupefy! Expelliarmus! Glacier!
It was only a matter of time.
Up for a bit of dying, are we? Throwing this area is a waste of my time.
Depulso! Protego!
I know you're here somewhere. Shall we not?
Stupefy! Depulso! Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
You've been paying attention to You're very weak.
Protego!
Why drag this out longer than necessary?
Confringo!
You don't have time for this. You'll get accustomed to that. You arrogant child.
Utterly pitiful display.
Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Lucky, that's all.
Depulso! Expelliarmus! Glacier! Confringo!
I will avenge your death.
Over here. You are regret coming here. How nice.
Depulso!
Stop by.
Protego!
Stop it.
Confringo! Stupefy!
Someone fix that. You seem
Expelliarmus! Protego! Depulso!
Move of a coward.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacier!
Why can't I hit you?
Depulso! Protego!
should No! Get accustomed to that!
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Glacial! Depulso!
You arrogant child! Lucky, that's all! I won't rest until you're...
Depulso! Confringo!
Stop avoiding me!
Expelliarmus! Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. Both camps cleared. Madame Beaumont will be glad to hear that. Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
I do miss the bustle of business. Poor customers, afraid to venture out.
Hello, Madame Beaumont. Good news. I was able to clear out Ranrock's camps.
You cleared them out? How?
I managed to catch them off guard.
When my brother returns, this news will mean the world to him. You saved our hamlet, my young friend. This will not be forgotten. I fear for other hamlets, truly. Ranrock and his lot are unlike any goblins I've ever seen.
What do you have for sale?
What are you looking for exactly? Thank you. Sincerely. I could always use more of these. Thank you for passing through.
Practices of the dark.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it. Hope they know what they're doing.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Gave the hall clumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. That's all the hall clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. That's all the hall clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Either I'll have to fight that troll, avoid it altogether. Expelliarmus! That's all the hall clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Expelliarmus! Basis! Confringo! That's all the hall clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Lumos. This must be Sorona's box of letters. I should take this box. I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad. Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aidan. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
I saw what you did!
Have a look around.
Revelio.
Yeah, just a minute. Good for you, getting all those foul goblins a hiding. Well, what say we show you some of what's available? Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far. Such a wee bairn gieing a thrashing to a troll! Oh, I can't believe it!